Good morning, good morning, good morning, my brothers and sisters. Good morning, and welcome back to another Good Morning Grief Devotion. It's your boy, Pastor Corey Allen Duncan Sr. So happy and excited to have this wonderful opportunity to come to you today to lead you in a very special way in today's Good Morning Grief Devotion. This is the day that the Lord has made. He has commanded us to rejoice and to be glad in it. And we are super duper glad about it, all that God has done and all that God continues to do in the midst of our life. This is the daily devotion that is strategically designed to help you to navigate through your grief one day at a time. What is grief? I'm so glad you asked. Grief, my brothers and sisters, it is the natural, normal, and necessary response to loss, change, and transition that results in the expressions of feelings and emotions. Grief is what you feel on the inside. Mourning is how you reveal it on the outside. Therefore, we don't suppress it, but we express it. We don't ignore it, but we explore it. We don't conceal it, but we reveal it. We don't lock it up, but we let it out. And that's why we shout good morning, because morning is indeed a good thing. And we're glad that you're here with us on today as we lead you in a very special way in today's Good Morning Grief Devotion. Today is day 118. We're going to get it straight. We're going to talk about how our wounds therefore. Why is my microphone going out? Oh, it's something with the computer. All right, back to the scripture. He said, my grace is sufficient for you, for my power is made perfect in weakness. Therefore, I will boast all the more gladly about my weaknesses so that Christ's power may rest on me. Y'all, your wounds are woven into your witness. Check this out, y'all. The reality is there will be scars from our grief and pain. We have been talking about scars in our other devotion, scars in our sermon on Sunday yesterday. And even when it comes to grief, there will be scars from our grief and pain. We will be wounded from what happened. But this is the good news. Our wounds are never wasted. They are actually woven into our witness, that your broken places are where God's grace shines brightest, that the hurt you survive becomes the hope you can offer someone else. The hurt you survive becomes the hope that you can actually offer somebody else. Your wounds are woven into your witness. And this is so very important for you to understand. There's a time of healing that as you navigate through the process where God makes you better, or you get into a position where you are grieving, you moving forward, right? That things are progressing, that you are getting the help that you need. And as you progress forward, you reach a point in your grief journey to where you got to reach back and you got to help somebody else. You may not be there right now. You may just be drowning in your own grief. You may be trying to figure this thing out. You just floating and trying to stay alive. That means you're not there yet, right? Keep on, treading water, keep on surviving, keep on moving forward, keep on all of that. You'll get to a point though, right, to where you start to stay afloat. You get to the point to where you're no longer drowning, you're no longer sinking, but you are, hey, I'm better, right? And when you reach that point, and that's the thing about even a wound, when you start talking about scars, this, that, and the other, scars are a sign of healing. Scars are a sign, it's not a fresh wound, right? There's some healing that has taken place. And when you start looking at it from that perspective and you start talking about wounds are woven into your witness, that God doesn't waste wounds, right? And everything that you've been through and everything that you've gone through, God is not going to waste that. God says, oh, that's beneficial. What you've been through is beneficial. What you've endured is beneficial. What you've been able to survive is beneficial. That you are in a position where you can help others out. The hurt you survive becomes the hope you can offer someone else. The tears you cry become living testimony that healing is possible. Your scars silently preach what words alone cannot. That I've been wounded, but I have not been wasted. And this is so very important for you to know and understand. And maybe this is your time and maybe this is your season to exercise that. Maybe not so much. Maybe this is your time to take this lesson, to zip it, lock it, and put it in your pocket and revisit it 6 months from now or a year from now. But you got to understand that your wounds will never be wasted, right? That when you are willing to be real about your pain, others find permission to be real about theirs. Your story, messy, painful, unfinished, becomes a bridge, not a barrier. That's so important. Yeah, your story becomes a bridge and not a barrier. When you really, when you are willing, excuse me, when you are willing to be real about your pain, other people are willing to be real about theirs. Your story, what you've gone through, yeah, it's a thing about a bridge. A bridge is something that helps people to get from here to there, from A to B, to cross over from this side to that side. Your story can be a bridge to help somebody else who's experiencing going through the same thing you've gone through: the loss of a husband, the loss of a wife, the loss of a spouse, the loss of a child, the loss of a job, the loss of a pet, the loss, period, just whatever. Your story can be the bridge that can help somebody to get from where they are to the other side, right? That your story can be a bridge. You can help others. It's a bridge, not a barrier, and God's strength is made visible through the very places you once thought disqualified you. You are not just a survivor of sorrow, you are a witness to the faithfulness of God. That your wounds do not weaken your testimony, they weave it together. Your wounds do not weaken your testimony, they weave it together. Here's a practical application I want you to take a hold of today. Reflect on one wound that God has been healing in you. How might that wound and your journey through it serve as part of your witness? Ask God today to use even your brokenness to bring healing, hope, and encouragement to someone else. Today, my brothers and sisters, is day 118. I told you we was going to get this thing straight. Wounds woven into our witness. Your wounds are woven into your witness. Again, perhaps you can look now to find ways to minister, to help, to witness to others, to be a bridge to somebody's brokenness. Maybe it's not quite that season. Maybe, again, you take this lesson, you zip it, lock it, and put it in your pocket. I don't know where you are in your journey, but I do know that when the time is right, you got to know and understand that your wounds are woven into your witness. It's your boy, Pastor Corey Allen Duncan Sr. Thank you for allowing me this opportunity to lead y'all today in today's Good Morning Grief Devotion. Hope and pray you have a marvelous Monday. I love you with the love of the Lord. I'm going to see you tomorrow, same time, same place. Let's go.